首先 Voyages 食物方面就係要係傳統法國嘅地道美食，你會感受到唔同方面嘅服務，每一個團隊都係會發現你係需要嘅咩服務，而專身為你 tailor make 一個 service 嘅，咁就係我哋風雅廚呢個服務性嘅準則。
A lot of the philosophies of Ducasse are actually ingrained in me, and I follow also. The ingredients first, and then the technique comes after. You don't have to overcomplicate things.
We don't save the life, like medicine or something. We are just cooking, making, and we do something, simple and good for the guests.
The marinated sea scallops with cauliflower and citrus. We have the Hokkaido scallop. Okay, we marinate the scallops thinly with the salt, pepper, olive oil, lemon juice. We put cauliflower puree in the bottom. I think the French touch that we put in that is the citron caviar, which is from France. It creates that small explosion in your mouth. This makes the dish perfect in itself. When I thought about putting this dish, I thought about the locals. They would always love seafood. Frog legs, one of our best sellers. Since the start, it has always been there. It's very simple. We use Vietnamese frog legs. We lightly dust with flour and season it, and then we color it until it's golden brown. We finish with a generous amount of butter, which makes the dish good. And then we put a lot of garlic also, and then we finish with parsley. So it's 4 ingredients, but if you eat it, it's spectacular. Someone might ask why a Beef Wellington, which is an English dish, is one of the signature dishes of a French restaurant. But it has been a long debate already. It was named as a filet de boeuf en croûte. And then since it was a favorite dish by the Duke of Wellington, that's why they renamed the dish to Beef Wellington. So our version, we have the crust, and then inside we have the spinach crepe. That's the green part you see in the middle. We spread some chicken farce with duxelles, which is a traditional way of making the Wellington. And then inside we have a very nice piece of a beef tenderloin and a French foie gras we put on top. And then after we assemble the entire thing together, we bake in the oven like 15 to 16 minutes, and then we rest it after. So this is the most important part, the resting part. If you cut it just right after coming out from the oven, it's gonna be raw. If you rest it too much, it's gonna be overcooked. That's why we always invite the guests to enjoy it as much as they can, because it's a lot of hard work, a lot of technique, a lot of time that we put into making each Wellington.
The tart is very basic, and I cut the mango very thin slice. The good texture on top, but in the middle with the cream, and the bottom with the crunchy of the tart. The soufflé is a special dessert first, like the pastry cream, the base, and also the eggs. And we need to mix these both preparation together. And after we need to cook also the flavor of orange. Inside the soufflé we have some marmalade, and on top we zest some zest of orange. The orange is from France. Ice cream and the soufflé, it's very different, but it's very classic in France. The chocolate dome. First we need a good produce from France also. Is the chocolate from manufacturer of Mr. Ducasse. This is the important point because it's a very good chocolate. And also inside we put some praliné with the different texture inside. It's very interesting.
Of course, I think like for every other restaurant, we would want to be known as one of the best French restaurants. This is the goal. Like every time the guests come here, they get the entire total package, not just with the food, but also with the service and with the entire experience of coming here. I hope when they finish their meal, they would always bring it to themselves that they have had a wonderful experience dining in Voyages. So yeah.